Today is Tuesday, November 3rd, 2015. The title of this rant will be Hillary Clinton's numbers, poll numbers, accelerate upward. So what has happened in the last 3 weeks? Remember, for about 2 months there over the summertime, it appeared as if Hillary was languishing in terms of her poll numbers, that they were consistently below 50%, that Bernie Sanders was bringing 3,000, 5,000, 18,000 people to his arenas. When he was speaking, he had a very forceful and a very dynamic speech about income equality. In the meantime, over the course of that time, Hillary has moved strategically, even though I wouldn't say as fast to the left as Bernie, but she's making her mark. Number one, she came out against the Keystone Pipeline. Number two, I do believe that she wants to have an increase in the minimum wage. Number three, she has indicated, not so much in broad terms, but maybe taxes should be raised on the rich. So she has made her mark, moving a little bit further to the left. And then, of course, the two big things that have happened in the last couple weeks is that, number one, she had a debate with Bernie Sanders, Jim Webb, Martin O'Malley, and who was that other guy? It's already Webb and Lincoln Chafee have already dropped out. She did very well. One of the things that I remember reading a long time ago, and it isn't emphasized enough, especially when Hillary has a very, very mild demeanor, and not necessarily aggressive demeanor. But remember also that in the primaries in 2008, she was definitely a hawk. Now, what I'd read a number of years ago, maybe it was on one of the TV shows, said that when Hillary was practicing law, because remember they moved to Arkansas when they were both about, the bill was 26, 27, I don't know, he didn't become governor until 30 or 32, and she practiced law for a number of years, and her nickname in the court was Killer, because she killed him. So she knows what she's doing. So she had a great debate. She also brought up something that, this is politics, and you got to be prepared for everything. She brought up an inherent weakness with Bernie Sanders is that most people in the Democratic vote in the Democratic primaries want to have some form of gun control, and Bernie Sanders voted against gun control. I believe he even voted against the 5-day waiting period. And of course, his excuse, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this, that he lives in a very rural state where they don't have a lot of gun crime, but they do have a fair number of people who do have guns. So I can understand this, but he was ill-prepared. He didn't look, a little miffed. Hillary comes out on top. Again, she knew what she was talking about. She handled all the questions. And then, guess what? She just got handed, as some people even said, she got handed the presidency on a silver platter. In the sense that when she went before the House committee with Trey Gowdy, she just took him. What is it? Say it nice. Say it nice. Say it mean. Don't say it. Say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. Say what you mean what you say, but don't say it mean. Yeah, so that's basically what she did. She looked him in the eye. She told him exactly what her feelings were. She had a couple good zingers in there, here and there, and many of the Republicans looked very, very stupid. And I even watched some of the stuff on the right-wing shows, and Bill O'Reilly, Sean, and them. And the thing is that they were trying to make points that there really weren't points to be made. And I could even see Republicans going, that's not really the way it goes down here, But what do I know? But now, what we have right now is her latest numbers for the upcoming things. We know that right now she's leading in Iowa like 65-24, something like that. In one poll in New Hampshire, she is up by 4 or 5 points, whereas before she was down by 7, something like that. So we are seeing a dramatic shift, skyrocketing upward for Hillary against Bernie. And of course, those are the first two. And after that are the southern primaries. And we know that Hillary is showing very well in South Carolina and North Carolina. And I'm not saying that she's going to be the nominee. I'm not saying that we got to coalesce around her and say this is it. What I'm saying is she's showing some very strong numbers. And it'll take quite a bit for Bernie to peel back those numbers. Anything can happen between now and then, we know that. And I would also like to point out that the way she is conducting her campaign, especially in terms of what we've been seeing for the last week since the last Republican debate, where they've been whining and crying, and you can't, and the latest thing was you can't have the temperature above 67 degrees. You can't show them from any of the candidates from their backsides. And what was the thing is they have to have M&Ms, but they can't have the brown M&Ms in there, that kind of stuff. The thing is, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look professional. It doesn't look like some people on the Republican side really know what they're doing. Now, I do know one thing. This is all going to pass. If it's Hillary, it's Hillary. If it's Bernie, it's Bernie. And whoever they're going to go against will be a very formidable candidate. They had the Koch brothers on MSNBC this morning. And basically, they want the government to run the way they want it to run. And of course, they may not say they're behind any candidate right now, but when the dust settles, they'll be behind them, because in a lot of ways, all of the Republican candidates are all pretty much alike. So right now, kudos to Hillary. She's moving up. She's moving up dramatically. We'll see how it holds.